You. Yeah, I'll tell you if you do.
You should post
Just don't go a little bit back. A little back. Oh, perfect. Okay.
Okay. This, I want to talk about Jewish family in that, and getting yourself in the best position to set one up. There are different halachas that refer to the dealing of between men and women in no particular order. So Shomer Nagia, which is guarding, Shomer means guarding, Nagia means touch. This is in Vayikra, chapter 18, verse 6. None of you shall come near anyone of his own flesh to uncover nakedness. I am the Lord. Also, I think it later on it says, do not come near a woman during her period of uncleanness to uncover her nakedness. So the Rambam holds this is a derisa, brought down in Shulchan Aruch Even Ezer. The Ramban holds it's rabbinic, a prohibition. Question of shaking hands. So Reb Moshe Feinstein says that he sees that some people hold it's okay, and he finds it's difficult to see where they come from that leniency. So the idea is the kavana is significant. If there is no lust or desire, there's no prohibition. That being said, so if you're a doctor, there's reason to be lenient because you're doing something that is medical. Someone asked me the question when I was in podiatry school. They said, how can you said you're not going to shake their hand, but you're working on their feet. So what's going on? I said, well, one is a intimate interaction, shaking someone's hand, and one is a professional medical interaction. It's a totally different dynamic. That being said, if a person finds that there is an intimate dynamic, even when they're doing doctoring stuff, so that there would be an issue there. But the significance of the kavana is significant with regards to physical touch. Reb Moshe Feinstein even holds that there is an issue with regards to shaking hands, and some people are lenient, but Reb Moshe Feinstein tends not to be. Right. So there's a story of the Rebbe that someone went to shake the Rebbe's hand. The Rebbe said, I don't touch what doesn't belong to me, which was a nice, friendly way of saying he doesn't do it. There's a story about a guy that had a huge contract with a company in New York that to telephones, that they would sign up a whole building with a telephone contract, and they made huge money very, very quickly. And there was a guy that he signed up a company, and there was a whole building, and there was millions of dollars, and they signed the contract and so on, and the lady put her hand to shake his hand. It was a frum Jew, and he thought, well, it's Hefsed Meruba, and like a great loss, and all these halakhic dynamics. I don't want to embarrass her, and there's reason to be lenient, so on and so forth. So he thought, you know what? He shook her hand. She said, thank you. And she tore up the contract, and she said, if I can't trust you to be to hold strong to your own values, then I can't trust you in this contract either. The concept of Shomer Nagia is a significant thing, that it maintains that the physical contact between a man and woman should be a powerful experience with the right person, the right place, i.e. your wife. And it is all about gearing that entire dynamic just towards one thing. And when a person doesn't have any physical contact with a woman his whole life, and then only has it with his wife, then that is one thing that will certainly strengthen the marriage construct. Another concept is yichud. Yichud is seclusion between... Yichud means seclusion, and it's pretty much the prohibition. Some hold it's derisa, some hold it's rabbinic. It's brought down in Even Ezer, Shulchan Aruch, chapter 22, verse 1 to 2. So the law, basically, according to Reb Moshe Feinstein, is that a man over the age of 13 cannot be secluded with a woman over the age of 3. So seclusion, there's two concepts. So one is seclusion itself is a form of intimacy. that the fact that a man is alone with a woman is a form of intimacy, and the other idea is that seclusion shouldn't lead to something that's forbidden. So there's different dynamics. If you're in an elevator with a woman, how much time have you got? Well, according to the opinion that it's only that the seclusion itself is a form of intimacy, even any amount of time is a problem. But if, according to the opinion that the issue is that you don't want to have like physical touch or something a lot further along the line, then some people would say it's permitted. So there's different ways that people get around this. Well, they don't get around it. There are ways that they facilitate life. Right, that you're working and there's a woman in the building with you, right? So there's different halakhic definitions with this. One of them is called a shomer, is someone that can help to prevent yichud. So let's say your father, right, or your mother, someone that you would not do something in their presence, right? Then there's something called a parutz. The concept simcha parutz geder, it means destroy or break or explode. Parutz. Parutz is someone that has no concept of caring about intimacy between. Like they're touching everyone, they don't care. So they're not a person that will be good as a shomer. And then you've got someone called liboy gaspo, that's someone that your heart is close to, like a secretary or someone that works for you, or someone is a close friend or whatever, someone that's forbidden to you. So I think that the Torah is talking about, initially the Torah prohibition is bringing married women, that's the issue of yichud, and then I think it was brought later on even prohibiting single women, and then even later on it was brought single non-Jewish women. So it's a question of deraisa d'Rabbanan, but it's all a significant issue, and also the Talmud says that such behavior can lead to improper relationships. So that's the issue. So the concept of Pesach Pasuach Reshus HaRabim, if you leave the door open, some say this can help to alleviate the problem. If you're with someone, this doesn't help if it's during the night or during a time when there's no one around. That doesn't help. Or if it's someone who is a libo gaspo, someone that you're very close to, leaving the door open can often not help with that either. Women singing. This is brought down in Talmud Brachos 24a as a discussion if it's deraisa d'Rabbanan. It's it's from Shema Bamidbar chapter 15 verse 39. That for a woman to sing, it's considered an ereva. And there's a difference of opinion. There's a whole post can bring it down of if a woman's singing in music, or if you don't know what she looks like. If you know what she looks like, according to some poskim, now you can't listen to it. According to everybody, if they're singing about something that's improper, if you didn't know what she looked like, and now you do, well, now you can't listen to it. But if before you did, some people say that it's okay to listen to a woman sing that's recorded on a tape recorder or something. Some people say, well, it's two women, you're not listening to one. So there's a difference of opinion, so on and so forth. If they have a musical instrument, some people, there is leniencies that different people apply. But the basic idea is if you're listening to a woman sing, that is a form of intimacy. That some hold that it's deraisa, some hold that it's d'Rabbanan. Looking at inappropriately dressed women, it's forbidden. Nishmata Mikol Davara, Devarim, chapter 32, verse 10. Also, the concept of looking, the beach. The beach is forbidden, where women will be dressed inappropriately. That's Moshe Feinstein brings that down. Gemara Brachos, chapter 61, verse 8. Better to walk behind a lion than women in the marketplace. You've heard the concept of walking behind a woman. It's a problem. Many poskim are lenient in this regard, but if you want to make your day more interesting, try to apply this to yourself that you will not walk behind a woman. You've all heard about the concept of not walking in between two women, right? That's also interesting when you're in a crowded area, how you apply that. So I don't think that's deraisa. I don't think that's deraisa. I don't know if that's d'Rabbanan. I haven't looked into that deeply. How am I doing for time?
3 more minutes.
Okay, so these are different concepts Now, the concept of looking at a woman intently is I understand that's either deraisa or rabbanon, and having inappropriate thoughts about a woman is also a significant issue, deraisa, and according to some it's rabbanon. And to think thoughts that are improper is a Torah prohibition, at the very least is rabbanon. This is interesting, this concept of there being significant prohibition of having improper thoughts about a woman, that your thoughts are halachically significant, and that's something which is absolutely. So all this sort of thing is geared towards focusing all that energy towards the proper expression, which is marriage. And how important is marriage? Well, in Sota, we have the whole story about Hashem is happy for you to take his name and erase it to promote the shalom bayis between husband and wife. So the Sota water, that we see the halachic weight of shalom bayis is significant on its own. Yeah, so there's you should daven with a minyan, but if your wife needs your help, some would say, well, you should stay and help your wife. With regards to telling the truth, you should tell the truth. But when it comes to a situation of, that your wife asks you something and to tell a lie will promote shalom bayis. Some would say that you should tell a lie to promote shalom bayis. So what's the real truth? The real truth is that there's shalom bayis. This is a brief overview, and I hope that you found that useful. Fine.